I told you guys in the last video I made about Philip Schofield and Holly Willoughby, or as I like to call them, Smugfield and Giggleby, that if anything else crops up about the story of them jumping the queue to see the Queen lying in state in Westminster Hall, I'd make another video about it. Well, lo and behold, here I am. And, you know, I had an inkling that something else would crop up because Smugfield, Philip Schofield, he's shifty anyway. And Holly Willoughby, or Gigglesby, she's just as shifty as him. When they're sat on their sofa and they're looking at ordinary people who come onto their show this morning with their problems and harrowing experiences, you know it's all fake. It's as fake as Meghan Markle crying at the Queen's funeral. I don't think these two have an ounce of sympathy with the people they're talking to, and they just drip with insincerity. And now they've made themselves toxic because they've lied. They have lied a few times, and they've been caught out because nothing they say, trying to defend themselves, jumping this huge queue, makes any sense. Now, I've made, I think, 2 videos about this already, proving it to you. So first they said they were accredited journalists, and turns out they're not. Well, we knew they weren't because they're just presenters. And then they said they were there to make a report, so people who couldn't attend the Queen's lying in state had an experience of what it was like. But the only thing they filmed was this poor artist who was outside Parliament painting the queue going in, and that's it. And then the last bit was them outside the opposite side of Parliament with what looks like a camera phone, saying that was one of the most profound moments of their lives, and that's it. But why would they do this, knowing that the mainstream media and all their channels have cameras trained on the Queen's coffin in Westminster Hall, including the queue, 24/7, so there was no need for them to do this. But the latest twist in this story is that they weren't even on the accredited journalists' VIP list to go in. Now, the source of this information comes from the person who was in charge of checking in accredited journalists as they came to Westminster Hall. And it turns out their names weren't even on it. But what ITV and This Morning have said is that they would never share personal contact details for any of their on-screen talent, so-called talent. And so they use the email addresses of their production members instead. Now, the only person from This Morning apparently to accompany Smugfield and Gigglesby was their production manager. And so basically they lied and used someone else's contact details to get in there and jump the queue. And it looks really shitty as well on This Morning and ITV that they would prioritise safeguarding their celebrities' contact details over their production members. I mean, surely everyone you employ comes under safeguarding rules, right? And thinking about it, I am sure all the other accredited journalists who were allowed to use the VIP entrance gave their own email addresses rather than someone else's. Am I right? But this now looks even worse on Smugfield and Giggleby, because not only did they jump the queue, not only did they use their VIP celebrity status to do so, but they used someone else's information, to get through. Now, if that wasn't bad enough, someone posted this on Twitter, and it's a photo of Smugfield and Giggleby as they pushed into the queue in front of a disabled mother in a wheelchair, and they didn't even say thank you. Now, I know there is a petition online to get these two sacked, from their jobs as This Morning presenters, and I wouldn't even entertain the idea because I'm not really for cancel culture. Because all they did was jump the queue, use their VIP status, got found out, and then lied about it. But now those lies are getting worse, and they haven't even apologised. And now I think people watching them on telly, they're just going to think about them as being two entitled idiots who doesn't give a shit about the normal person, and that they could literally do what they want. And so really, for the sake of This Morning, not that I watch it or anything, I think they should go, because their reputation is now literally lower than whale shit. Anyway, that's my video. Hope you like. Let me know what you think in the comments. And until the next time, have a great day, look after yourselves, etc. And Roger Trout.